The veil it is, then.
Looks like you've got a thirst. We can remedy.
But enough talk.
How about we retire to the veil?
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for...
So, well,
we're not here,
what you do with your time is up. Oh,
among other things.
look, there's only so
Specifically.
a location. There you'll find a tent.
And that's all.
Actually,
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Positively
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
the garrison. And the danger it puts her in. Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes.
do be careful.
I will.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
A boat. The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the moats of water.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's a people notable. Yes, that would...
Vanished. Despite the best efforts of both, though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good
Along with
that wave.
the surge.
Since the fall of Drake's Isle, some claim the two are connected.
So in other words, not that I'll hold. The wave was raised by moments before the waters were still.
And you want...
Rescue him. You see, a little bird told me about, and ours is about us en route. Someone just like you.
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant...
What did he do? But he deserves a better fate.
As do we all. Very well. Something. So we will do what... But first, you will...
I can do better than I can show you. Kid, my people await you.
Lead the way.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day. And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb. What? The village isn't up?
Of course.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me. I was wondering when they'd pick.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
been a long time since I saw the North looking so
alive. How is...
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage...
One wonders what prompted it.
It's over.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay,
on evening tide.
Does mornings...
Open the gates!
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now. You'll have to forgive my people.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not, but how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced...
We met our doom. Along with our... I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account. That building over there is the Witten Hall. We can speak more in... It shouldn't take...
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
Just you stay away from that dog.
I give you my grain. You give me
So what do you think of our little... It might not have all the...
And there's a lot to be said for that.
Not easy. Us.
This man, Wallius, is he...
That's right. Though he's no
a baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the dominant and his icon were that would surely make him older still.
It would.
I'm sorry.
Wallius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. My ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child.
Yes.
Forgive me.
I'm not surprised. Which is why it might show you exactly what...
That is why we...
Then let us speak. There's a road that leads north from the village.
Are you bound for the wave, tribute?
We are, Delina.
I have.
You shouldn't have any trouble.
That's very kind.
The feelings...
Should the tributary be in
Thank you.
then I bid.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Sid, you are. I wonder if...
With what exactly?
Oh, he's a craftsman. Perhaps.
Please, Anne.
Which flowers did...
The sweet little... Well, you...
2 basketfuls it is.
if you're after something from the storehouse, she will...
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything.
Ah, right.
She's got a hand. The heavens only know where that girl's gone.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for...
Oh, no. Could I?
Of course not. She won't...
I hope not. Aye, that is. No, if she wanted to watch you around...
All right. Excuse me. Pavard's wife,
Go on then.
I'm sorry.
No.
Thank you.
Wow.
It is. They really are.
The legend has it that, and as they wandered, so when we fight,
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard. Your wife asked me to...
Come out!
who?
Would either of you care to...
I'm sorry. It's just my husband can be a bit standoffish at times. And what with you being a swordsman?
I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our ear. Still, here we are. Acquainted.
All right.
All right, then.
You use them for diet?
Aye. Crush the petal. We use it
as modes of water.
That's right. The cease, and no matter how that river has... I shall get...
Oh, well.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Done. Will that do you? I'll need more than that. Done. Will that do you? A good tide to you.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper?
Little Ruka. She went out through
out of the village?
Aye. There's a path off to the left. That's where she...
Oh, well. This must be the path.
It's you!
You must be Rooker.
You know my name. Can you look?
You left without telling.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me.
All right, and on the way home.
Thank you for bringing her home.
Oh, no.
Daddy, cities they call them. And in these cities...
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later.
All right.
One of the big ones.
Are we the only one?
A few of us might.
Yes.
Well, that's one thing. Medicine. Aye. So please, do make good use of our...
Anyway, this is all we have. Here you are. May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it.
What do you think the tributary season was?
Yes? A good tide to you.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing?
You used to work on the outside.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
It's a...
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape. You don't want to go down there. Trust me.
Do I even want to ask why? You lose! It's over!
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Wallius by his people.
You lose! It's over! It's over. You said before that, but you've yet to tell us how we're meant. I trust we won't have to.
No. The surge wraps around There is a path down to the seabed.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of...
It's not much for...
The path seems...
Only me. It is my duty.
But surely...
You misunderstand suffering. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
There, up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong. He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Is that Leviathan?
No, just an eggy, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, look. It has friends.
You're finished.
Add it to the list.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the...
It's not that. I wish it were. There's more to this.
I see.
I'm sorry, Walius. So...
No.
Good. If you want to know the rest...
Of course.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, My people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell, that even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new mother crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the mother crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in
We saw the ether flow from Wallius and Aldham. There will be more. And should evil Bill, I shall stay.
You have...
Very well, I fit.
The Ver is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
No sign of the child.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Flawless.
Is everything?
Here they are. And this is Tallow.
Nothing too serious.
I hope so.
But
This affliction, it's like nothing I've... And I'm starting to watch. Shula said that you...
I'd be happy.
You can. All I need is something. What the trouble is, Tallow. So while you...
All right.
Oh,
I do. Though not from the fort.
I see.
So it's no trouble, really.
Not that I know of. Suppose he might have been
When you say
just round the village. Maybe he knows.
maybe.
Greetings.
Your name is Blazir, is it not?
Zelnus. Tallow's never been ill at...
Oh,
Did you see anything? It was like he was expecting...
well, that's certain. And it might just... Let's see what the healer makes of this.
I spoke with word.
Nothing conclusive. Blazir, the fisherman, he kept asking him if he'd seen anything on
The forest. Surely.
But then...
I can't say for sure. You may have encountered them.
And you think they may have...
I do. Oh, no, it's a lot. There's an outlet. Please. I'll explain everything when...
Oh, ceaseless rill, guide thy bounds.
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough.
My lord, may I speak with you? There is a matter with...
Of course, what is...
Please.
Something serious.
Yes, I was... But the more I think about...
And you're sure it was...
Positive. Of course, it could. But if it is, would you go and see?
Very well. Whether the man...
Perhaps. Just promise...
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yamila,
The custom.
I'll explain later.
gentle. Breath of the arbor.
Who's there? Stop! No! No! Hang on! I'm coming!
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Stand back. I'll handle this. Are you all right?
I'm more than all right.
Maybe you should introduce...
Hervey!
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary.
Thank you for...
Who is he?
Hervey. One of many...
One of many clients. We spoke every night of our plans and then you upped and...
I left you a note, didn't I? And I told you...
The flame...
Hervey.
The next moment...
It must have been... So what?
And as I... That...
Oh, why? I cannot...
I'm to meet your
But first...
He should never have found this place. How could I be so...
Forgive...
There's nothing you two met at...
When I worked there, yes. And for that reason...
And so you supported your...
I did. I also... But our love could never be.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mesidia...
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? Yamila, this was my myth.
Thank you.
I will take...
Of course. Come what may.
Things. Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. You. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned. Hey? Oh, I'm worried about a friend of mine. Would you help me find?
I can try.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors...
Shula told us.
Right. So you know the cairns, if it weren't for the likes of us...
So your friend went into the...
Aye. He said he was going... There are 2 cairns out.
All right.
His name's... If you could track him down...
Very well. camp by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Hail, stranger. Are you a rider?
I am.
Oh, I can... And not just... If I had a guess... Ambrose?
Well, she's...
You're joking. You've got...
I have, yeah.
This, I've got to...
I would if I...
Me dad's got a boat. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak.
He would. All right, then.
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook.
Before we turned east at the shipwreck to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is, then.
Very well.
Enough.
If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark. What do they have? Some sort... Sorry to disturb.
It's over. You're finished.
Add it to the list.
A silver chain. I doubt the top. Well, here's the... But no sign of Nassef. To the riverbank, then. I'm looking for a man.
Aye, I know him. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
Apparently he ventured... You're a hunter, yeah?
There's a bridge. But if I remember right...
Maybe.
Don't mention it.
Let's hope so. This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Stay away, damn you!
Hold on! It's over!
I'm the tributaries guy.
I am?
Your friend Katab.
I was so focused on it.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. Should the ether cease to flow through.
And an important job.
Yeah. The truth is, me and Katab usually work together.
So you found him then?
Not before the local fauna did.
Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village.
When you're next in heaven, bish.
If you insist.
I thought I'd lost you. But you... Thank you.
Nasev told...
What that matters is that you're far be it from me.
Or if we have to take its toll, of course. I'd rather not.
You'll bear it.
That we are.
So?
We're forced to. No, our people have...
They would.
Anyway...
Bastard things. All the fish right out of the baskets.
Like this, Nan? That's right.
You one of the...
I am.
I am.
She's asked to see my chocobo. But truth be told, I didn't take...
Still, I'll need you to bring us...
And...
Oh, don't ask me.
Well, the man. So I suppose I'll go and...
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up...
I did.
I knew...
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me.
Won by men of the faith.
To understand that, they fee, and some say that if...
So you think someone's...
but given his...
Does the law have any...
No.
I beg...
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse...
You're saying he cursed?
In trying to...
When my father was younger, he told us that when he journeyed to Sandbreck...
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever...
Come now. Let's not...
All right.
Thank you.
Aye, and thanks... We call it an... If you find anything, see that you bring it back...
I am, thank...
What is it you want? Till next time, then.
Got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? Speak to Martha.
I remember you. You're the...
She's very well.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the... Anyway, Ma brings...
I was hoping to put... And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favour taking a few off my hands before they turned up, but just be on the lookout for...
I will.
Oh, you're very... And in times like...
We certainly... To Northreach, then. Wouldn't want to keep Anders' father waiting.
Percy said they take another 100.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed things. Do be careful.
I will.
Ah, there. And this must be... I have the mimic. Thank you, kind. We're going to take a little trip across the... Well, we may... Brave, too. The mimic god will... Ambrosius...
Not with a bit.
No.
Anyway.
And if you want to... Thank you. It's over. It's over.
There's a large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the Heir of Hours as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them. forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume.
The temple is up there.
Don't worry, those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
Enough! Farewell!
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
Seems like it isn't only Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
It's over.
remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yeah. Yes. And no.
I see. Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here...
Away to the...
And what?
There. The
And the bear is inside.
Yes. You can see the spell.
What is it?
It's probably nothing.
Forgive me, but why build the Ver here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on Drake's Eye, and this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight.